Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. I'm also the North Central Chaplain for Broken Chains JC. It is my privilege every day to come to you and share just a little bit about what God is sharing with me as I spend time with Him in the Word. So, today is November 29th, 2023. Can you believe this month is already over? Or almost. As always, I will be looking at the chapter of Proverbs that corresponds with that date, and that means we're looking at chapter 29. There's a lot in this chapter, and it's a powerful chapter to look at. But as I look at it, verse 1 jumped at me today. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, Victor. Good morning, Danny, and all of those that are here that I don't see, those that catch me a little bit later. There is no right time to catch this. If you're catching it 10 days after I've done it or a year after I've done it, understand this. You're catching it at the time God needs you to catch it, and that's most important. So today, I'm looking at Proverbs 29. I go to look at it as I always do. I start at verse 1. I mean, crazy thought, right? You start at the beginning of the chapter and just read it. I start and I say, okay, Lord, I've read this more than 100 times, this chapter. Show me something. And often it's what I'm dealing with in my life right at this moment that comes out. So some of you may know and some of you don't, is part of my daily inventory. I happen to do it on a video format where the world gets to see it. Daily inventory is critical to review your life and see how it works. Part of my inventory, my daily inventory, is spending time with God in His Word, having a relationship with Him, and letting Him speak to me about what things have happened. And so I looked at verse 1 today as I started. And as I read it, something stood out. One who becomes stiff-necked after many reprimands will be shattered instantly beyond recovery. Now, I'll be honest, the verse bothers me. It bothers me because it's truth. And truth is always truth, no matter what it looks like the facts are. You know, we see people that do stupid stuff over and over and over again, and that doesn't look like any consequences comes at them. Those are facts. Facts don't matter. Truth, the only thing that matters is truth. And I know truth. I've had the opportunity to experience truth. Even when facts don't seem to match, truth is right there. I'm alive today as proof of that. And I read this, and I've been helping a brother who has walked away from all things that seem right, making choices that are difficult, and keeps coming back and saying, well, I don't want this anymore. And I say, well, here's two things you can do. Do these two things, and you'll see life start to change. And then he doesn't follow through. And I read this morning and my heart is breaking. Because I know it's God's Word and it's truth. And no matter how much I want it to not be truth, it is. And there's going to come a day where he's going to be shattered beyond recovery. My prayer is that I don't become stiff-necked like I see other people do. And when I do, that I have someone who's willing to stand up to me and say, you said, and I'm holding you accountable. I have people like that in my life. I'm grateful for that. On the other side of it, it breaks my heart to know that this is truth. And I will do anything I can to make it different. Hopefully someone will hear and change so that it doesn't have to be true in their life. You see, it is truth, but the part that's all of it's truth, but here's the thing. The one who becomes stiff-necked after many reprimands will be shattered instantly. The other side of that truth is the one who repents and isn't stiff-necked isn't going to get shattered. There is hope. And that truth always abounds above all negative that's in this relationship that I call the Bible. Guys, I tell you all the time, this right here, the book, is more important to you than anything else. It is your relationship. It becomes your relationship. It becomes so real that when you remember something about Jesus, you remember it in picture form on the page. It's a relationship, just like any other relationship. It not only abides in your speech center, but in your vision center and in your hearing center. You can hear these words as you see them and you experience them because it's a relationship, not just a book. And you can't tell me you don't understand what I'm talking about, because if you've read any fiction book that has captivated you, maybe it was the Lord of the Rings series, maybe it was Chronicles of Narnia, maybe it was Paralandra by C.S. Lewis, I don't know, maybe it was Harry Potter, I don't care what it was, and you were present in the book, you know exactly what I'm talking about because you had a relationship with that book. You could see it, you could hear it, you could smell it, you could taste it, you could experience all of it while you were inside of it. The Bible doesn't seem like it's possible to do that because it seems like an instruction manual. But I promise you, it's exactly the same. And as you develop that relationship, it becomes even more real than those fantasy books that you've looked at before. Guys, I think it's important that you know, if we become stiff-necked, after a lot of encouragement, eventually, there's just no hope. The good news is, if you're hearing this right now, you have hope. You haven't given up, and God hasn't given up on you, and I never will give up on you. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.